Hey y'all, this is Kelly at Crochet Mom for Life, and I'm coming to you live, or as live as you can get, from my little, I guess I call it my yarn room slash pantry slash junk room, catch all. It's a little bitty small little room, spare bedroom used to be, but it's got my freezer in it. It's got a lot of canned goods on this side, pantry stuff, Behind here, it's more little pantry stuff and a bag of DVDs, Blu-rays, school supplies, cookbooks, paparazzi from my little adventure in that business. Anybody need any paparazzi? I have a little bit of it. I kind of got out of that. You got to have steady money coming in. Anyway, I love paparazzi. I love jewelry, and I'm happy for anybody that does it. But I quickly learned that it wasn't going to be something that I needed to continue, because I like my yarn, and I'd rather, obviously, I like my yarn. And the last time I did a video in this room, it looked like this, but I didn't have all that. So I have really went off the deep end. So, and I know everybody's got 2020 goals, and I'm not going to set no 2020 goals other than continuing my walking and watching what I eat, because that's very important to me now. That's my everyday thing that I have to keep up, and I have to constantly keep in my mind. So that is my one main goal in my life. My main goal is to get closer to the Lord and do what I'm supposed to be doing, and not drift so far away from God, because when I do that, I get, and I'm not talking I go out and do bad stuff or anything, but when I don't stay focused on His promises, I tend to get caught up in my feelings, and your heart is deceitful. So that's my main goal, is to draw closer to the Lord and do what I need to do there. Pray more, worry less, give it to the Lord. My weight loss, and then this. I have a lot of yarn now. I went off the deep end over the summer, and y'all show too much stuff, and I got caught up, and I just started an Amazon man. He come down the road a whole lot for a month or two, especially from Hirschner's. This is Hirschner stuff. This is Red Heart. I like Red Heart. I like them little stripes and all that. So now, instead of having one or two little totes, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 totes of yarn. That's not counting what I got behind here. Now behind here is them big balls I got from, Bag O' Day showed them from Mary Maxim, and I ordered 6 or 8, and I don't know, I just ordered them, and I pulled one out recently and was going to work with it, and I hate it. It's very thin. That day I hated it. Now I may pick it up again, and it may be better than sliced bread, which is not many things better than sliced bread. But that night I hated it. But I got all that behind there, and then I got all this, and down here is just odds and ends, and then down on the bottom is crochet books, which I went off the deep end again, and I've ordered a bunch of books. And I've ordered a lot of patterns here lately from Etsy, because that's where I go to get patterns. And my intention, with most of them, I've worked them. I did Miss Karen's at Happiness is Homemade. I did Gil, and I loved it. I recommend that pattern. I ordered from Ella at No Catchy Name. I love both of those ladies. Those ladies are so sweet, and I recommend go shopping from them. I mean, I can't say enough good things about those two ladies. They're just sweet, sweet folks. And so I've made things from Miss Ellis' Etsy shop. And if I had the money, I'd be ordering me some project bags. But, you know, I haven't ordered project bags because I've got a sewing machine under all this junk over here that I could get out, and I could work this brain and I could make some. One of these days. That's my baby Dalton. He's walking past the door. But that's one of these days, you know, I may get around to that. So, but yeah. So I've got patterns. I've got oodles of stuff around me right here. And it's driving me up the wall. I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, there's so many things you can stack up in these things. And then, you know, you can't walk. So there's a bag right here. I like them little, excuse me, them $1.99 bags. You know, you get it Cracker Barrel or somewhere. You know, those are my little project bags. There's a peacock. So I've got bags of those sitting around me. So at some point, I've got to get a hold of myself. My husband says he's going to build me a building outside this year. And he's going to put on their hooker house. So that's what we're going to call it. I want one. But I also think if I had a hooker house, I'd just keep on filling it with hooker stuff. And, you know, I couldn't get a good control of myself. But it'd be kind of nice to have me a hooker house, you know, have it decorated and go out there and make my little videos. I ain't going to lie. So we might get that done. He's really thinking about it. He's really got it planned out. He likes to build. He's a very good carpenter. My husband can do just about anything he puts his mind to. And if he don't know how to do it, he finds out how. He's just, I mean, he put a roof over this mobile home before Christmas, and he painted the outside shutters. He put new trim on it. He did it all. And I mean, he's just great that way. And so I have no doubt if he can find the funds, he will build me a hooker house. And so he gets a kick out of it, because he'll call me when he's on the road working, and he'll say, "What you doing?" And I'll say, "I'm hooking," you know, and he just gets a kick out of that. He tells his buddies all about that. Some of them look at him, and then he has to explain, you know, she crochets. He seems like he's pretty proud of me with that, you know. I kind of impressed him, I think, with all these little critters I've been making and such. I made 14 snowman heads over Christmas, and they all went to one person. She has a staircase. She has like a log home, and can you picture 14 little snowmen stacked? Well, she'd send me a picture, and so she stacked them, and I sent off the last 3 this morning, and I sent her a gnome. What started it off is every year, her and her husband, they always buy us something. And the last 2 years, they have bought us comforters from Cracker Barrel, those big old quilts for a king-size bed. This year, she sent me flannel sheets, and boy, those things, when you lay in them things, you feel like you are rich. Forget satin sheets, flannel sheets is where it's at. But anyway, so I wanted to do some little something, and I can't go out and buy no comforter set, which they're giving people. They don't care. They didn't care if we give them anything. But I made her 2 little snowmen, and I made her that gill, that little gnome, and I sent that to her. Well, then she wanted me to make her some more, so I made her 14 in all, you know, including that 3, you know, 2 I sent her to begin with. So I'm a little slightly tired of snowmen. Of course, I still got to make some. Hubby says I had made me some, but then I had a friend's mother. She's very sick. I really don't expect her to live through the year. It's my best friend's mother, and I took 2 of them and the little gnome, the very first one I made, and they stuck them in her little Christmas tree, and that tickled her to death. She looked at it, you know, for the last few weeks. So I've got to make me some back. So I got all year to do that. Hopefully I won't wait till November and get the Christmas kick like I did this year. Hopefully I will ease all that in. So I can't show you those. You know, if you're my Facebook friend or some of the groups, you've seen them. But so anyway, I made 14 of them, and I made a couple of little corner to corner baby blankets. If you're hearing that phone call, I apologize. Usually I don't ever get no phone calls, but the minute you do a video, you get something. Anyway, I made those two little baby doll blankets for my grandbaby. And I made another granny shawl. Hey, baby, will you look on the back? It's either on the back of my chair or the back of the baby's chairs and get me my granny shawl. I made that for me. And I made it out of that Premier Puzzle yarn. And I thought I was going to really like the feel of it. Thank you, hon.
Yeah.
And I washed it. And it really don't feel that good to me after you wash it. Maybe if I wash it a bunch of other times. Okay, just lay them back on in there. But maybe if I wash it a few more times, it will feel softer to me. But it feels kind of, I don't know, rough to the touch. But, you know, I made it. And I put me a little funky looking border on it, you know. So I made that for me. And I tried walking with it the other day, and you know, it works out okay, but then it wants to slip. So maybe I might connect it some way down here. I might connect it and it might do better. So I made that. And so that's one little finished object. And you know, you go on to Creative Grandma, you can look up Granny Shawl and you'll find it. And the other night I made a soup bowl cozy from Bag O' Day, and it was fun to make, easy to make, 100% cotton. I haven't tried it out yet, but hey, I think it's gonna work out great. She says you can put it in the microwave. I'm not gonna put mine in the microwave simply because me and microwaves, the minute I put something different in my microwave, it's sparking. I don't care. And I had to run down to Walmart and buy a new microwave. So I tend to be easy with my microwaves now. So I probably won't be putting it in the microwave. I'll probably just ladle it out and burn my hands or whatever trying to get in there and, you know, eating it that way. But I've got a bunch of cotton yarn, so I'm going to make some of these. I might give them out as Christmas gifts next year. That could be a good intention for 2020. We know what intentions are, don't we? So, but yeah, and that was a very easy pattern. You know, Crystal's really great. Just go look it up, and it didn't take no time to whip that out. So that's two little finished objects. Oh, and my hat. This is made with Red Heart Fruity Stripes, and I love that colorway. My husband does too. He really likes it. And my grandbaby Brinley said, "Granny, will you make me one?" Every time I'm working on something, they instantly want whatever I'm working on. So I got enough of that. I might make her a little hat. And acquisitions, I haven't bought nothing recently, you know, that, you know, you could really, whatever. But I did buy them. You know, Amazon will send you those emails all the time, and they had one over Christmas. This was like $13.99. I don't know what to do with all these little bitty balls, but they sure are cute. And I could make little squares, but then you got to join them suckers. And I got 2 boxes of squares here that need to be joined. And that's an intention. Yeah, I got to get that done. So, but that's something I got to work on. But I'm really going to try not to buy no more yarn. Unless it's something like white, black, brown, something that I don't have, that I use and I run out of. I'm really going to try not to buy them because I really think that I went overboard and I've got too much. And so I'm really going to try not to do that. I'm going to try. I'm not going to promise y'all. I've got a lot of bags now with books and patterns, like I said, that I bought. And I want to get like a binder and put them in there and store them better. So that's what I want to do. That's on my mind to do. And I really think that I can do that. It's just, you know, making you a list and checking it twice and knocking it out. So that's what I'm going to really try to work on. So yeah, you know, this is a mess. You know, I can close these doors and lock it all down. So that's, you know, but it's kind of embarrassing almost. And I know some of y'all not going to like when I say that, but I don't like chaos. And I got a little bit too much in here. And so I've got to, you know, rein it, pull it back in, you know. I like it to be organized or at least cleaned up. That's why, you know, I love my Christmas stuff. But man, I was so glad to get it out of this house and get my little area back clean, you know. And I want to say too, getting off the yarn subject a little bit, I appreciate everybody's kind words and prayers for our family, you know, with the loss of our 3 relatives. My husband went down there Monday. They had the memorial service, and he said it was sad. He said they didn't have any of the coffins out because, you know, three people equals a massive amount of funeral cost, and so they were cremated. They couldn't see some of them if they wanted to put them out. It was just that bad. He said the saddest thing about it was Haley's teacher. Now it was a 13-year-old Haley, stood up and talked about Haley. And he said that was the saddest part, was hearing that teacher talk about Haley because she was so young. Hunter is at home now. He's in a wheelchair because he's got a lot of broken ligaments and bones. He's got, you know, things in his ankles and metal pieces, and his jaw was cracked, you know, and they had to take out a lot of teeth and sew them back up. And he's home, and it's a long road ahead of him. And so any prayer that you lift up for Hunter would be great. I don't know anything about a fund for Hunter. I think right now they're just dealing with a lot of different issues. So if I find out any information like that, I'll pass it on. It's 18 minutes. I got to wrap it up. Oh, and I wanted to just say that I really appreciate everybody that's watching my channel. Everybody that's, you know, likes and gives me those sweet comments. It really means a lot. I look forward to them. And if you're watching me now and you're not subscribed, you know, hit that like button and hit the bell or whatever you want to do. I don't think I'm going to be one of them, you know, 4,000 subscriber type people. I admire those folks. I love Canadian Crochet. I watch everything she puts out. Seta, Miss Terry Yarn Joy, Ella, of course, and Happiness is Homemade. There's so many that I watch. But I love all of us little ones too, you know. Miss Tracy at I Love Loopy's Crochet and Treasures, Crochet Rossetti, you know. Them 2 gals I watch all the time. Cindy Hart's Crochet. Alpaca My Yarns, I watch her. I'm probably not getting everybody's name right. I mean, I just, Petra, of course, that Madonna Ballard, I watch her, you know. And Granny D, of course, you know. There's so many people that I watch, and I'm behind, actually. And a lot of times I'm bad about watching and not commenting. But I really enjoy it. So, I don't know if there's anything I can say, really. Just pray I can continue Oh, and Miss Jane at Scraptastic Yarns. I like to watch her. I watch her every time. Oh, and let me just say that little Phoebe on Mama Kayla's. If you didn't watch Mama Kayla through December, you missed out, because that Phoebe, that little dog showed out. And I want a little dog like that one day. My husband says no, he don't like ankle biters. But I think he'd fall in love with one too. I don't think he found the right ankle biter. That's what I think. But we got our boo, and you know, she's the woman of the house. She's the queen. So I don't know if we can get another one right now. Of course, our big dog, he never showed back up. He went running. I let him out that day, and he must have had him a good lady friend, because he never come back. We were sad, you know, but we also looked at it this way. We've watched a dog die before, we had, and it was really painful. And we didn't really want to go through that again. And I know one day we're going to have to with Boo, and that's absolutely going to be horrific. I'll just cry over her more than I will anybody in my family, I think. But so that makes us, we're not going to get another outside dog right now. He goes off on the road and leaves me here, and I have to take care of it, and we're just not going to do it till we can both be here, and we can both show enough attention to them and train them and everything, and maybe let them, you know, have free reign. So we're not going to get another big dog. But I hope my little Finley out there is having a good time. I'd like to think he is. He wasn't no little dog either. But when he took out that day, he had his mind on woman, because he went around the house and down the driveway, and he never come back. He always, I would let him out every day, and he would always come back because he was hungry. And he'd always, I'd get him back in his pen, you know, and he'd go eat. And then the next day I'd let him out again, let him run 2 or 3 hours. But he never come back. And we looked and went to dog catcher and everything, and he never did come back. So I like to think he's out there living his best life. Well, y'all, I'm at 22 minutes. So I reckon I'm going to get off here. I got a house to clean. I need to go walking. Need to get that done. Looks like it's going to rain. I'm so tired of rain. I'm ready. I like winter. I like the cold. I like, you know, the heat, the cold feeling outside. We don't ever get no snow here in South Georgia. If we do, I mean, it's awesome, because everybody just goes nuts, you know, get out there and play in it. But few and far between. I've lived here almost, well, this year it'll be 19 years. And I think I've seen snow twice, and it would melt the same day it got here. But looks like rain out there, and I'm so tired of rain. I'm ready for longer days where I can get outside, do my walking, and have it all day. But as it is now, I get up, and next thing you turn around, it's time to go to bed. And I don't like that. I like to have longer days to get stuff done. So I need to get off here, and I need to do some cleaning, and need to get that walk in. And of course, you got to plan for suppers and, you know, everything. I've got Dalton here with me all the time now. I pulled him out of school. We're going to work on, you know, getting a GED or something like that. He was just having too much anxiety at school this year, and we just couldn't get past it. And they worked with him, but then it would come to the point that they really didn't have too many more things they were going to do about it. And so I wasn't going to have them going to school every day being anxiety just constant. So we're going to have to work on that this year. Something we're going to work on that. But I just, you know, his mental health is more to me than what he was going through every day. So but he's smart as a whip. You know, whatever we do, I know he'll succeed at it, you know. So, but he seems to be a lot better, and that's all you can ask for, you know. He seems to be a lot better. And we go to church, and through the week, and I've started him in youth, and so he's around other children, you know, other kids, so that's good. But well, that's some updates and all that, and I guess I'm gonna get off here. I'm at 25 minutes, and Lord knows how long it's gonna take to upload this video. I hope y'all have a great day, a great month, and don't put so much pressure on all these 2020 goals. Just live day by day and get what you can done, and enjoy it. You know, crochet is got to be enjoyable. You know, that's why I don't sell stuff too much, because it just puts, like them 14 snowmen, she did pay me for them, you know, but I mean, I really just wanted to do what I wanted to do in December. But I felt like I had to keep on crocheting them snowmen, and I'm not no fast crocheter, you know. I get distracted by pretty things, you know, a video or dishes or clothes or whatever. I get up and have to be moving, and so I I don't sit here and crochet all day, although I would love to sometimes. Oh, and I wanted to tell you too, I don't have it with me, it's in the living room, but y'all know those tulip hooks. I really enjoy working with those tulip hooks, and I've only got two. I ordered them off Amazon. Miss Denise at Black Ribbon Studio did a review on them, and of course, you know, you get influenced, and I ordered them. And I've got the clover and I got the tulips. I like both, but I really like those tulip hooks, and those the pink ones. I really like them, and if I had the money, I'd order me a big old set of them tulip hooks. But I wanted to put that out there. If you're looking for a hook, try a tulip hook, because and it was the pink ones. That's the one I used. I look at the furls, you know, they're really expensive, but I like them tulip hooks. Well, that's enough yakking, so I got to get up and get at it. But y'all take care, and sorry for the long one this time. I guess I'm a little wordy, and I will see y'all next time. Bye bye.